this theme that's very alive in our world right now. As I'm recording this, it's springtime, and it's this wonderful time of year. We've been in this space that is long, dark, cold days, a lot more time inside, maybe a lot more time being more introspective. It's this time where we get to emerge and we're more naturally drawn to be out on the land, out with nature, out in the world. And this time of year, there's this wonderful theme that's moving from this dark into the light. And at the same time, there's this deep knowing within me that is the reality of this time of year, that isn't truly about this nice move from dark to light, but more truly is an invitation to be in more of a turbulent, more chaotic, dynamic space, or in, yes, one moment we are getting hit with more sun and more warmth and seeing the buds sprout up from the ground, and then in the next moment we're being hit with cold windstorms that are maybe bringing more snow or more freezing rain. And then in the next moment, we're getting another dose of light and excitement for what's to come. And then we're shut down for weeks because it won't stop snowing. And it's this really interesting time to me. If we can pay attention and be in it, then we get to learn these deeper realities. How does life actually unfold? And maybe you're in a space like I am right now when we're actually moving into springtime, or maybe you're like I was a few years ago, living somewhere like Phoenix, where right now is actually a time where the end of your bright days, this fun time to be out on the land, is actually drawing to a close. Or maybe you're watching this at a future point and it's not actually spring. What I really want to bring to this space, and I'll put a few more words to what exactly this space is. Here as I initiate things, it's coming alive as a 7-day experience. Or if you like the word challenge, 7-day challenge, maybe that helps motivate you a little bit more to show up consistently. Whatever word resonates with you here. I love the word experience because, like life, it's just an opportunity, an offering to show up and be in it. Not like a lot of, content that's put out in this space that's like, hey, just listen to me and my ideas about this time. But can you listen to these words and take in these videos and take them in a way that weaves with your own experience? So again, maybe your own experience is that it is springtime and you are so excited, just like I am, for these future days that are going to be filled with more light and more warmth. But right now, it started snowing again. I cannot make this up. It is sunny here. And then it starts snowing again for a few seconds. And then the wind comes through and it dies down. And just the land here, it always is here to amaze me, to show me that life is not this linear progression from, okay, I've been cold and dark and stuck in winter, and now I'm ready for things to get better and better and better. You know, whatever space we're in, whatever season we're in, whether we're talking about literally seasons with the weather, with the land, whether we're talking about seasons in our own life, what I've found is that there's always this spectrum, but an ever-changing spectrum, right? That there's opportunity to step into a stronger light. There's opportunity to bring in more abundance, to bring in more life. And in the same exact space is the dark, the cold, the places that we don't want to spend our time in, but need to, are asked to, so that we're participating in the full spectrum of life. So with that, you know, what I have for you these next several days is really an opportunity to be in this experience, to be in the experience that life offers us, to welcome in more light. Because again, whether you're like me and it's springtime and you're looking forward to more warmth and longer, brighter days, or whether you're in a different space, there's always opportunity to lean a little bit more into that. And there's always an offering, a call, perhaps some need to spend a little bit more time in the dark, the cold, that space that we don't necessarily desire to be, yet know that there are important reasons that exists, right? There's important reasons for every season. Like that, there's important reasons for every aspect of our lives. So the main component of this, you know, the reason I have set up this structure that is a 7-day experience is because I want it to be experiential. I want you to be able to participate, to let it not be about me just speaking words to you, but for you to be able to participate in what's happening here. And what is happening? Well, what is happening is life out there around you doing what it's doing. And what's happening is your own being, right? Your own body, your own mind, your own whole self is holding its own light, its own dark, and everything in between. So as we open here, an opportunity to be with that for what that means for you right now. Maybe you're new to this type of work, and what I'm saying is confusing and a little bit out there, and you're not really sure. Simply being with whatever it is for you, and maybe you've been doing this type of work for a while. Maybe you're really tapped into the different wisdom in your body and, you know, the different energies alive on the land, and right now you're just ready to dive in and go deep. So wherever you are, a moment to, first off here, a moment to be with what's out there. You see me keep looking past the camera because for me out there is a ponderosa forest. The needles dancing in the wind, and the pine cones. So many pine cones ready to drop. They've started to drop. Whatever's alive for you out there. It's a moment to be with it. And when you feel complete with that, feel free to pause if you want more time with that. When you're complete, a few moments to be with what's in here, right? What's alive in you right now. And as you're in this sort of practice, just a reminder to not get too hooked with labels, not get too hooked with a need to understand why things are there. What is there? Just a feeling into what is present. And lastly, leaving you here with an invitation. We're going to be diving deeper into these sorts of things in these next several days. And as we've moved through this time, this invitation to step into this simple practice as much as you like. Whenever it calls to you, just a moment to be with what's out there, to be with what's in here. And I'm going to leave us here today. And I look forward to where this little journey of ours